Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, David and I are going to be sharing our top 3 mountain hotels in Switzerland.
Make sure to stick around until the end of this video because we're going to be sharing our favorite one.
We are really excited about this video, you guys. These alpine huts in Switzerland are like nowhere else we've ever been.
And they're more affordable than you think. For those of you who don't know us, I'm David.
I'm Kaylee.
And we run a travel and adventure vlog called Made to Explore.
We are passionate about activities that get you outside and off the beaten path. We've got a ton of travel, hiking, and van life content. So if you are into that, make sure to like this video and subscribe. If you haven't spent much time hiking through Europe, you are in for a treat. These mountain huts are so different than anything that we really have in Canada or the States that we've experienced. You can hike pretty much anywhere here and be in the middle of nowhere. You can have a place to sleep. They cook you warm food. You can have a beer. All right, tell me your favorite part about hiking in Switzerland.
The views. And the beer.
Can't believe you didn't say me.
This was a pretty foreign concept to us, so here are a few things that we learned about alpine huts or mountain hotels in Switzerland.
Majority of these huts you can actually book online. I would try and book them as far in advance as you can, but me and Kaylee have also booked huts the night before and it's worked out very well.
Everywhere we stayed, you could either pay with credit card or cash.
Making it very convenient. With that said, all of these huts have 5G phone service. Don't think that you're going to be going off grid. That's another thing in Canada. Every time we go into the backcountry, we're always away from cell service, but not in Switzerland. Most of them offer dorm rooms and private rooms. Me and Kaylee usually always got a private room, but if you're traveling alone or you want to save a little bit of money, you can always book the dorm room.
Most stays included really good meals, like 3 or 4 course dinners and buffet breakfast. You are going to be well taken care of at these huts. There are so many, I don't think that we did a trail that didn't have a hut in Switzerland. There are so many huts everywhere. So even if you are not planning to stay in every hut that you see, there's really no need to pack a lunch ever on your hikes through Switzerland.
All water in Switzerland is drinking water, so don't worry about that.
Yep, and these huts usually provide drinking water for free. Some of them that we visited provided it for a small, like €1 or €2 or something per person. Something we were actually really surprised by is that most of these huts had a place to charge your devices. It wasn't always in your room though. Sometimes there's like a communal plug-in in the hallway.
Most of these huts are also heated, have flush toilets, and hot showers, although sometimes you do have to pay to use the hot shower.
We've got house slippers to wear so you don't get the halls dirty. It's very clean here in Switzerland. It's great.
It's also important to note that these huts are accessible from mid-June to the end of September. If you're going to try and book outside of those time zones, I would definitely look online to see if they're open, because sometimes it takes a little longer for the snow to melt off and sometimes they get really early snow, like we experienced at one of these huts.
If you are planning a trip to Switzerland, we have a travel guide for adventure lovers that covers all of our favorite places in this beautiful country. This guide details everything you need to know about traveling through Switzerland, including the best activities, where to eat, where to stay, budget tips, renting a vehicle, public transportation, and camping. Whether you're interested in hiking to alpine huts for sunrise views, paragliding over Interlaken, finding hidden waterfalls in Lauterbrunnen, or off the beaten path things to see and do in some of Switzerland's most charming towns, let us do all the research so that all you have to worry about is enjoying your trip. This 77-page guide is an instant download and we cannot wait to share it with you. We've already got so much great feedback on it, so we will link it below. You do not want to miss it. Okay, so now that that is all out of the way, let's get started. The first hut that we are going to talk about is the Schäfler Hut. This is located in the Appenzell region of Switzerland, just a few hours southeast of Zurich, the main city, and a little bit less popular than I feel like a lot of the other hiking regions in Switzerland. Don't know why, it's absolutely gorgeous. So this is our room. Pretty simple, but the view is incredible. I'm gonna give you water for washing up. We booked the private double room. You can also book like a bunk room where I think you have to bring sleeping bags or rent them, but here they take care of all your linen. It's just such a nice hut. Would definitely recommend it. It is 150 Swiss francs per night per like double room, so you can stay per person for a little bit cheaper in the bunk room if you'd like. I'm not sure how much that is, but we can probably put that down below for you. So Schäfler Ridge is very well known for sunrises and sunsets. So the reason that we decided to stay at this guest house in particular was so that we could be up there for that time, and it did not disappoint. It was absolutely beautiful, still one of our favorite hikes ever to this day. So we came out to the ridge for sunset. It's absolutely incredible. Just can't even get over these views. And getting to the hut was not that difficult. So there is an optional gondola. We say optional like pretty loosely. I would opt to take the gondola. Yeah, I think it would add like 1,200 meters of elevation or something, and it's pretty reasonably priced. So take the gondola. It's about 2.4 kilometers to get there, and then you can either go back the way you came the next day, or you can do a longer loop down that includes Seealpsee Lake, which we would definitely recommend because it is also another really beautiful and popular trail in Switzerland. Dinner is not included here, so you do have to buy that, but breakfast is included with your stay, and there are no showers at this hut.
We have a full video on this hut down below, so check it out. Next up is the Muttseehutte Hut, and I was absolutely stoked to go to this hut. So excited our entire trip, and then we walked into an absolute massive snowstorm.
The Muttseehutte Hut is located in Alps, and it takes a bit of extra effort on winding mountain roads to get here from any direction.
This hike is the most difficult out of the 3 huts that we're recommending.
But the whole journey up there is kind of cool. It's a self-serve gondola, which we've never experienced before, so you just pay a machine and then you press the button when you're ready to go.
So you start with a gondola up, and then you walk 3 kilometers through a tunnel, which is actually kind of a cool experience. You're probably wondering why we were walking through a tunnel with safety vests on, but this is the start of the Muttseehutte hike.
The Swiss are so organized. We love it. When you're done with your vest, there's a box at the end. Put it in there for the next person.
And then it is 640 meters of elevation gain over 2.8 kilometers. Whoa, that's a lot. You're gonna feel that one. But honestly, the views are really pretty. And right before you reach the hut, if you take a left off the trail and go to Mutton Chop Viewpoint, spectacular. Do it. It's on Google Maps. It's also on all trails. Those are the ones that we use the most when we're hiking. Yeah, that is the view that we came here for. We missed it. We're gonna have to go back. All right, it's hailing a little bit, but we made it.
Woo, 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 woo. That last half of the hike is a freaking grind. It doesn't help in the hail either, but.
No, we saw some wildlife, saw some goats. They were cute.
Yeah, and it's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
It'd be more beautiful if you could see anything, but.
Time to go in and warm up.
Cannot wait. So we chose the double room tonight. There are a few different options here. There's kind of like a big dorm style room, and then there's a couple more private options. This one also comes with all of your bedding, which is one of the biggest reasons that we chose it, because if you choose the dorm room, you have to bring something up or rent it. So
this hut also has free Wi-Fi, and you can even have a hot shower if you want, but you do have to bring some Swiss change. So breakfast and dinner are included with this one. Great food. They have a bunch of board games up there, which was fun for us because we were snowed in and we couldn't be hiking. Basically had the place to ourselves.
Yeah. So at first we were thinking a little bit of snow might be pretty this morning. We woke up to
a lot of snow.
A lot of snow.
And no view.
Just basically a whiteout. The wind's not great. It's not exactly what we were going for.
Just very disappointing. The lake was beautiful, but we didn't get any views because it was like super socked in when we were hiking up to the hut, and then the next morning it was basically a whiteout when we were walking out. So that was disappointing, but the views from this place are phenomenal. I couldn't recommend it enough. I hope you have a better experience than we did.
Yeah, we went mid-September. Okay, so the last mountain hotel that we stayed at in Switzerland was the Fluhalp Hut. Is located just above Zermatt, and guys, this place is...
I was just so excited about it.
Get this, guys. Out our window, we have very clear views of the Matterhorn.
It's stunning. It's stunning.
There's actually, this is like quite a nice hut. There's bathrooms on every floor. There's running water. A shower.
Power.
Yeah, like we have a light and a plug-in in our room. We didn't even bring anything to plug in because we were like, oh, we won't be able to plug it in.
You already know where this is. I guarantee you've seen pictures if you've been researching traveling to Switzerland. The photo I'm talking about is on Stellisee Lake, and the Matterhorn is in the background. There's usually a beautiful reflection in the water.
So you can hike up to this hut, but we're a little bit tight on time and we're kind of feeling a little bit lazy. So we are taking the gondola part of the way and the train.
To get up here, you're going to go to the funicular in Zermatt, and you're gonna get on the funicular, you're gonna go up to Sanega, and then you're gonna go from Sanega up to Blaherd.
And then it's only 2.3 kilometers with about 100 meters of elevation gain to get to this hut. So it's really, really easy to get to. And the sunrise from here, guys.
All right, so big morning just happened. We got some like amazing photos, videos. Woke up this morning. I woke up at 4 o'clock, looked out the window, wanted to do some star shots. Got a couple. We'll post them right now. Click, click. And then Kaylee got up. We got up at like 6:20, and then
I woke up at like 6:15, and it was the cutest thing ever. David was just sitting, looking out the window like a kid on Christmas morning.
That makes me sound weird. I'm not weird.
You're not weird.
You know. You people know.
Yeah, anyways, we had like incredible conditions while we were here. We actually booked this hut the night before we really looked out and got it. If you definitely want to stay here, I'd recommend booking it in advance because it was pretty full.
Yeah.
The hut was 260 francs for both of us.
This was one of the best hut meals that we had. It was like a 4-course
Yeah, it was fantastic.
dinner. Yeah, it was really, really good. That is included with your stay. Buffet breakfast was also really good. We actually continued on from here to go to the Gorner Glacier. We have got a video on that full hike because that was one of our best days in Switzerland. We would highly recommend it if you are going to the Fluhalp Hut. Make the trek over to the glacier. You'll save yourself a ton of money on the Gornerbahn, and it's well worth it.
If you're going to Zermatt, you don't actually have to stay at this hut either. You can just do this hike in a day.
Very true.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you only have time to stay at one of these huts in Switzerland, which one would it be?
Oh, it's so hard. All right, I'm going to count down from 3, and we're both going to say our favorite hut.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I don't mind.
3, 2, 1, Schafler.
Ooh.
Oh. It's tough. It's honestly super tough. I think all 3, if I would go back to Switzerland, I would do all 3 again because they were so amazing.
Yeah. I'd actually like to go back to Muttseehutte so we could see the view we hiked in there for.
Yes.
But yeah, it's a really tough call, guys. I say Fluhalp was just such a magical experience for me, but Schafler was really good too. Don't forget to check out our Switzerland travel guide. We will link that below.
It has all 3 of these huts along with a ton of other information, including budgets, where to stay, what to eat, where to go, activities.
Lots of hiking.
Everything you need for an adventure-packed travel itinerary to Switzerland. Yeah. Makes me want to go back just talking about it. So.
I know.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you found this video useful, and we will see you in the next one.
See you next week.